this third case study, we have to deal with restricted donations, which are donations basically with strings attached. That means if, for instance, Boone Pickens gives Mike Holder tons of donations and a huge amount of money, which he already does, then basically Mike Holder is going to have to do exactly what Boone Pickens wants because he's giving him millions and millions of dollars. For this example, though, has to deal with a nonprofit organization and its executive director struggling with, should we take this donation, even though it goes past what we were wanting to do with our original plan. I'm making this decision by using the Potter box model. So let's walk through this decision together. So the first box, or the first quadrant in the Potter box, is the definition of what's exactly going on. And here, our donor is giving us a lot of money to do something that we don't necessarily want to do, but it has potential good benefits. However, this leaves a whole lot of questions going down the line of potential issues we may have with donors and the restrictions that they may put on us in the future. Because we want to be consistent with our donors, just like we want to be consistent with the communities we are working with. The second quadrant in the Potter box has to do with values. And the values that I admire most are consistency, trustworthiness, and resourcefulness. And these values help me make a decision because I know I should be doing something that's best for the community, but I also have to make a decision along with these values that best help our staff members, our board of directors, and the donors that we are getting these donations from. Now, the third quadrant has to do with the ethical principles that we can use on a daily basis. And the principle that I think best provides a good direction for us to take is Aristotle's golden mean, which is basically allows me to make a decision between two extremes. And in this case, I think being wise is and how we dissect exactly what's going on here will help us choose the correct decision. We don't want to be too spontaneous and just say yes, but we also want to be too cautious to where we could potentially let a really good opportunity go. The fourth quadrant that we come to is loyalties, and I think the most important loyalty that we have is to the community we are serving. I feel that if we take this donation, we might have too much on our plate to be able to best provide for all of the people involved in the communities that we're trying to serve. And if we can't fairly serve every single person, then what we're going to do in our mission is then failing. Thank you so much for walking through this decision with me, and I hope that you can use this decision in the future if you run into a similar problem.